Hello and welcome back to some combat mission, Fortress Italy. Now that Red Thunder has been out for a while, I thought I'd return to Fortress Italy with a custom-made campaign actually. This is the Wintergewitter in Garfagnana campaign, and the guy who made it posted it on the forums. His name is Enrico Dossi. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to try this one out. This is about Operation Winter Storm, or in German Wintergewitter, which was a last desperate counteroffensive using rough winter terrain at the end of 1944. Now, if you think I'm describing the Ardennes Offensive, you're only kind of right. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's in Italy. So, gonna be an interesting battle. Let's see. We are going to play as the Germans, by the way. And here is the map for the first battle. We are supposed to clear the little village of Sommo Colonia, and especially the medieval tower in its middle, which probably houses an American artillery observer. We have two platoons so far, but the rest of the company will arrive soon, of an elite German Hochgebirgsjäger battalion, which are specialized like alpine mountain troops. And let's go into like a 3D view here. As you can see, the terrain is extremely mountainous actually. The two platoons have arrived on this ridge here and this ridge over here, and I will slowly move towards this American position. There's really no way to completely hide from that tower, so there's that. But I will try to, especially with these guys, stay in the forests here, because I think once I am in close combat, if I manage to get really close through this forested area, I should have the upper hand, because the enemy forces, apparently, according to the briefing, consist of the 92nd US Infantry Division, the famous Buffalo Soldiers, which according to the briefing are of rather low morale and quality. Although that might just be racism, I guess, but still. And also Italian partisans, which are probably also not like elite troops. So my guess is that if I get close, I can probably overwhelm them. And yeah, that is my plan. Let's kick off the offensive here. I'm gonna move into position rather slowly.
Augen offen halten.
One thing I forgot to mention is that there's also another Gebirgsjäger battalion in the area called the Minefield battalion, which apparently will send two platoons into the American rear, and they are supposed to arrive 30 minutes in. So there's that. That said, this unit apparently is of relatively low quality, so we don't know how useful they will be. I think this will be a relatively slow start here, as we maneuver into position. Into the dark forest.
Vorwärts, Marsch! Ausschau halten.
I hope we are kind of covered if we go down there. Gonna sneak through the forest and then assault them from up close. Would be nice to have like a heavy machine gun nest or something that we could put up here, like a lafette. To support our troops across the hillside here.
Bewegung, Soldat!
Oh! There's foxholes here, Americans or partisans. That being at the door kind of makes me think that we saw movement, but there's more foxholes here in the forest as well. Okay, that's interesting then. The goal of this offensive was actually to keep the Americans from carrying on their own offensive towards Bologna. So it's a spoiling attack, technically. So yeah, fairly limited objectives here and not a large offensive. In real life they didn't use any armor, the Germans I mean. Which I think the campaign does have the last scenarios with armor is kind of like a what if they pressed on, that kind of thing, which they like to do. Personally I'm not a huge fan of that, but it is what it is. So how are we going on?
Vorwärts, Marsch!
Okay, spirits seem to be high. And I mean, why wouldn't there be high spirits? Not much has happened yet. What have we spotted here? That's an Italian with a P-14 Enfield. So apparently the Americans are giving them their old crap. And over here we spotted, yeah, that's an American with a Garand. And as you can see, due to the mod I'm using, or the mods I'm using, it's a black guy and he has a Buffalo Soldier or Black Buffalo patch on his arm. This is my first kind of scout element. I will send them forward a little bit to make maybe first contact. From here I should be able to get close to these positions relatively easily. And at the same time I can give covering fire from this hill here. Kind of like an L-shape operation kind of thing. That said, I still want these guys to be a bit closer, so I can bring my SMGs and so on to bear on the enemy. I will move, that's the HQ, but I will move an MG42 into a kind of overwatch area. They should be there soon, and then they can open up on whatever they see down there. And start suppressing the enemy. Actually, I hope they don't open up too soon. Yeah, okay. That was maybe a bit too soon, but we did inflict a casualty, so there's that, and we got a partisan dude. Alright, here's my machine gun position. They will keep shooting from here at targets of opportunity with the MG42, while my other two squads from this platoon and the other platoon are closing in on the enemy and will hopefully overwhelm them close up. So far there's not anything coming back as far as I can tell. And in fact we don't even spot that many because there's no return fire. Just sometimes somebody pokes his head up and we shoot at him. That said, we will have to move this machine gun very quickly because it's in view of that tower. And yeah, there's gonna be American artillery coming down, and American artillery is quick. But okay, as you can see, here's my flanking force, and I'm gonna say if I move here, this is already basically isolated, and this we can overwhelm maybe even with hand grenades. We have received reinforcements in the form of mortars, including 120mm ones. Okay, the Italians and Americans are now shooting back, but they don't know that they are already being flanked. Okay, they spotted our troops coming down here. We took a casualty there. Oh, and he's dead as well. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can get these bandits out of there. They are shooting back now. But I told my machine gun in Overwatch to support this, even though they don't really see them. Doesn't matter though. Yeah, the machine gun is suppressing them quite well. Okay, they're suppressed, move up. Yeah, here we go. Note the short carbines that the Gebirgsjäger use.
Feindliche Infanterie.
Okay, they're running away. Up here, we are closing in on the enemy as well, I would say. Minefield. Oh, that's not good. Yep, indeed. We will have to clear those. I don't really remember how that works, so that's gonna be interesting. That must have been an American mortar, because mine are shooting at a target reference point, so they wouldn't be working like that. More Italians with their fancy hats. Yeah, too bad. This would have been a nice flanking maneuver here. I hope there's not a huge... I mean, I can't imagine they have like a complete minefield here, maybe scattered mines, which in many ways is more annoying. Ah, okay, that's my artillery being called in. And it will come in immediately due to the target reference point. Okay, the one is putting his hands up. Go around the minefield. And here comes my artillery. It will just be a quick artillery strike to hopefully cause some confusion. And once it's over, we will rush these guys forward to take out this nest here. Yeah, we're getting close, and being close is to our advantage, I think. Okay, yeah, that's the end of it. Oh, another minefield. Shit. I'm getting the feeling that it will be harder to fight mines. There's another one now. Then it will be, yeah, especially if the air is that stupid. It will be harder to fight the mines than the Americans and Italians here. Yeah, that is unfortunate. We do have quite a few of automatic weapons, so that's good. Another minefield? Are you kidding me? Okay, let's start clearing those mine victims. And get the partisans out of there. Surprise! Don't think that artillery striker here in the distance will hit anything. I moved them out of there. Oh, we're taking fire from further on. Probably from one of the windows. Oh. Interesting. Okay, took a casualty there. Yeah, reload. There's more enemies to clear. In other news, the rest of the company has arrived. I will move them down this reverse slope here, where there are hopefully less mines. Okay, making good progress against the partisans at least. Okay, those are the US troops back at the town. I hear a BAR or something firing. Yeah, those are US forces. There's a BAR in there as well. As soon as I get this Italian position, I should be able to fire on them quite well. Okay, let's get those partisans out of there. That's a nice view. Careful with the nade. Okay, from here we should have a nice view of the entrance to the town. And the US troops as well, obviously. These machine gunners are also moving up their weapon. Yes, not only use the carbines, you have a rifle as well. Yeah, the machine gun as well, I mean. Yeah, put it up. Yeah, that's good, that's good. We received a howitzer battery in support. Probably will use that a bit later. Americans are at it again with their arty. Question is, where are they directing it now? Okay, I hope from this position I will have a good base of fire. Okay, there's more Italians here. That's not an Italian, that's an American. And yeah, so that's really a mix of partisans and Americans who are fighting here. Okay, we're getting suppressed, that's not good. The rest of the second company also arrived on the northern hills and will move down there because American artillery is falling there. Other than that, we need to get some fire superiority going here. This guy is still shooting at us. Bringing up another machine gun. Yeah, anyway, this is kind of a... Got a casualty there. This is kind of a mean place to end the video, but I think that's enough for this week. See you again next time, when we will hopefully get into this town here. Or village, rather.